Your memory is lying to you. What if everything you remember isn't true? Every single day, your brain subtly rewrites your past, and you don't even notice. Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that some of the memories you've held for years are completely different from what actually happened. How would that make you feel? Slightly uneasy, confused, maybe even a little scared? Today, I'm going to guide you through the strange ways your mind manipulates your memories and the deeper truth about how reality is constructed inside your own head. We tend to trust our memories completely. They feel real, tangible, and certain. But in reality, the brain is not a perfect recorder. It's more like a storyteller, one that edits, exaggerates, and sometimes completely fabricates details. Let's dive in. The reverse memory, trick memories, are not snapshots of the past. They are not exact copies stored neatly somewhere in your brain. Every time you recall a memory, your mind reconstructs it. Little details shift without you even noticing. Imagine a birthday party from your childhood. You think you remember every detail. Who was there, the songs that played, even what you wore. But the truth is, every time you bring that memory to mind, your brain fills in gaps, sometimes with guesses, sometimes with other experiences it thinks are related. You might swear your best friend was wearing a red shirt, but when you check old photos, it's blue. Suddenly, the certainty of your memory starts to crumble. Researchers call this the reverse memory effect. It's the phenomenon where recalling a memory actually alters it. That means your past is not fixed. Every memory is like clay, soft, malleable, and constantly reshaped by your mind. And it doesn't stop there. Even major life events, graduations, weddings, first loves, can be subtly rewritten. The brain's goal isn't accuracy, it's coherence. It wants your life to make sense, and it will sometimes sacrifice the truth to maintain a cohesive story. The voice you never heard. Now, let's talk about your own voice. Close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking. That's the voice you hear in your head. Comfortable, familiar, undeniably yours. Now, hear a recording of yourself. Shocked, confused, a little uncomfortable? That's because your brain has been lying to you all along. The voice you think is yours, the one you hear internally, is very different from what others hear. Acoustically, your recorded voice contains overtones and frequencies that your brain never fully perceives. Philosophically, this raises a fascinating question. If the voice you hear isn't the real you, then which version is? The one inside your head? The one other people hear? Maybe. None of them. Your sense of self, your identity, the version of you that feels authentic, is partly an illusion. And if your voice can deceive you so effortlessly, what else in your perception of reality might be misleading? The mirror paradox. Mirrors, too, lie to us. When you look in a mirror, you see a flipped image. Not exactly yourself, but a reversed version of your reflection. That's why people often struggle to recognize themselves in photographs. In a photo, your image is exactly how others see you, but it feels strange, unfamiliar, almost alien. Psychologists call this the mirror paradox. The brain constructs a self-image that feels familiar, but it's inherently distorted. Your perception of your own face, your body, even your posture is not objective reality. It's a story your mind tells you to maintain continuity and familiarity. This has deep implications. Think about confidence, self-esteem, and identity. So much of how we interact with the world relies on a mental image that isn't fully real. Every time you glance in the mirror, you're trusting a slightly fictional version of yourself. And here's the scariest part. Your brain doesn't just alter your memories, It actively deletes pieces of your life every single day without you noticing. Small moments vanish, tiny interactions fade away, and you never realize what's missing until you try to recall it. How much of what you call reality actually exists? Is your life the sum of what truly happened, or is it the sum of what your brain tells you happened? This isn't just a trick of memory, it's a fundamental part of being human. Subscribe and hit the bell for part 2. We'll explore even deeper mysteries. How your mind creates false memories, why eyewitnesses are often wrong, and how the brain decides what to keep and what to discard. You'll start to see that memory, identity, and reality are far more fragile and fascinating than you ever imagined.